We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with Iowa's head coach before the game. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis. The Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
And tackled there by the defense.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it third and manageable and put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice second down play.
From the gun on third down, Say It. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on a diving catch along the left side. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Release to the back. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing, Say It. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Iowa's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Laurie Moulton, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. The
got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak, and the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if you start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if he
breaks free, and he might be gone. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for.
Could be an alley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff for Malton. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. How about delivering that touchdown pass when your mowers and your incisors got rattled around about the same time?
He's going to need a minute to go over and clear the conflicts on the sidelines, but I think after throwing that touchdown pass, that's going to give this QB a ton of confidence moving forward.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Jackson. Makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Diaz. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. The run inside. It's Phillips. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. The period. Here's a give to Malton. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking for room. It's Moulton. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more...
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Julian with the play fake. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running to the left. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. After that last drive, you came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
Now,
Turning it on! At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
and when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Ncaa to throw. On target. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. They send the tight end in motion. Caught by Smith. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Say it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Jackson. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got the back over the middle. Tripped up for the tackle.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking downfield very late in the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Hawkeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. This is exactly what he expected from 2 undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Handoff from Alton. Still on his feet at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. First down here for the offense. Kamari again. Still on his feet at the 45. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. It's James. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Zayn. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
The throw to the outside is complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Smith's got it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The linebacker showed off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Again, it's Ncaa. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football. I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moulton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Here's a give to Moulton. And they'll knock him down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Snap from the gun on third down. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Heading into the fourth quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Hawkeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught in the backfield. It's Moulton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz or just
throw to the end zone? It's picked off. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between.
There's some room. Smashes through the tackle. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, it's Jackson. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll go right back to him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He goes right back to the air. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.